teacher. Welcome to our video demonstration in partnership liquidation with an installment method.
Today, let's discuss the process of an installment method. Now, let's begin. This is our problem. The US Bank partnership decided to liquidate the partnership as of June 30, 2022. Our first installment in July, our selling price is 390,000 pesos and our book value is 510,000 pesos. So now, we will let the selling price in our book value so that we can identify in our first installment if it is loss on realization or it is a gain. So, as we can see, 320,000 minus 510,000 pesos equals negative 180,000 pesos. So, it is loss on realization. So, our loss on realization, which is 120,000, we will compute in the partners with our profit and loss ratio. So, for U capital, 50% and for S capital, 30% and for B capital, 80%. So, negative 180,000 times 50% equals negative 60,000. For X capital, negative 180,000 times 30% equals negative 36,000. And for B capital, negative 180,000 times 50% equals negative 24,000. So let's proceed in our first step, which is sale of non-cash asset and distribution of loss on realization. In cash, we will let the selling price 390,000 pesos, and in non-cash, we will let the book value 510,000 pesos. For partners, we will distribute the loss on realization based on their loss and profit ratio. For U capital, negative 60,000, and for S capital, 36,000, and for B capital, negative 24,000. And after that, we will balance. So, 50,000 plus 380,000 equals 440,000 pesos. And in our non-cash, 670,000 minus 510,000 equals 160,000. And in our liabilities, we will bring down the remaining balance, which is 405,000 pesos. Because we will bring down the 20,000. And for U capital, 80,000 minus 60,000 equals 20,000. So for S capital, 140,000 minus 36,000 equals 104,000. And for B capital, 75,000 minus 54,000 equals 51,000. Our journal entry or the debit is cash 390,000, debit U capital 60,000, debit S capital 36,000, debit B capital 24,000, and for our credit non-cash assets 510,000 pesos.
So let's proceed with the steps to payment of liabilities. So first, we have to prioritize the offset creditors, which is liabilities. So the amount of 45,000 we added into cash. So the remaining balance of the cash is 140,000 minus 45,000 is equal to 35,000. For the non-cash asset, just bring down the remaining balance of 160,000. For the liabilities, 45,000 minus 45,000 is equal to 0 balance. For U loan, just bring down the remaining balance of 20,000. For U capital, just bring down the remaining balance of 2,000. The same as S capital, 104,000. B capital, 51,000. And for our journal entry, debit liabilities 45,000, credit cash 45,000.
Then we proceed to the steps, cash distribution. First is we have the cash, the negative 35,000. Then for non-cash is very the same, and for liabilities it's the same to non-cash. The U loan is the same, and the U capital will be the same. Then before we get the cash distribution, first we need to create schedule 1.
This is the schedule 1, the ITER USP partnership, a schedule of safe payments, and first installment in July. So, first is we need to put the names of the partners, U, S, and B, and of course the total. Current capital of U is 20,000, current capital of S is 104,000, current capital of B is 51,000, and the total is 175,000. Add loan of U is 20,000, and remaining is the same of S and B, and the total is 20,000. For total is current capital and loan capital multiplies 40,000, and for S is 104,000, for B is 51,000, and the total is 195,000. Then we proceed of theoretical loss. We partners, we need to multiply the remaining balance of non-cash assets using profit and loss ratio. So for you is 160,000 times 50% is negative 80,000. Then we subtract this, the total of 40,000 and 80,000 is equivalent of negative 40,000. And for S is 160,000 times 30% is negative 48,000. And then when we subtract of the total of S is 104,000 and negative 48,000 is equivalent of positive 56,000. And for B is 160,000 times 20% is the total of B is 51,000 minus the negative 32,000 is 19,000. Then if we add up these three is equivalent of negative 160,000. As you can see, we have partners who has negative balance, which is U is the division partners, and S and B is the total partners. S and B who absorb the division partners. And we have lost by 40,000 using profit and loss ratio. So S is 40,000 times 3 over 5 is equals to negative 24,000. And B is 40,000 times 2 over 5 will get negative 16,000. Balance for U is negative 40,000 minus 40,000 is equals to 0. And for S is 56,000 minus 24,000 is equals to 32,000. And for B is 19,000 minus 16,000 is equals to positive 3,000. Then when we add up these two is 32,000 plus 3,000 is equals to 35,000. So in the schedule 1, we already identify who has the partners have the cash distribution. So we give to S capital negative 32,000 and for B capital is negative 3,000. Balance 35,000 minus 35,000 equals to 0. And for non-cash is remaining the same. And for U loan is remaining the same 20,000. For U capital is 20,000. And 104,000 minus 32,000 equals to 72,000. And for B capital is 51,000 minus 3,000 is positive 48,000. For journal entry, the debit is S capital 32,000, B capital 3,000, and the credit is cash 35,000.
So we proceed to step 4, which is the sale of non-cash assets and the distribution of those as realization. So we prepare the second topic, which is scrap of those. The selling price is 22,000 and the book value is negative 35,000. 22,000 minus negative 35,000, the total amount is negative 13,000. So that was a loss of realization. So negative 30,000 multiplied by the PL ratio, which is the 50%. The total amount is for you is 6,500. The negative 30,000 times the PL ratio of 30%. The total amount of S is 3,900. And for negative 30,000 multiplied by 20% marriage with a total amount of 2,600. And for you is remain the same 20,000. For you capital 20,000 minus 6,500, the total amount is 13,500. And for S capital 72,000 minus 3,900, the total amount is 68,100. For B capital 48,000 minus 2,600, the total amount is 45,400. For now, entry the debit is cash 22,000 and U capital is 6,500 and S capital is 3,900 and B capital is 2,600. For that credit, non-cash asset 35,000.
Let's proceed to step number 5, which is cash distribution. In this step, we will distribute the cash to the partner per se. But before that, we need to make a schedule of set payment to identify who's among the partners received the cash. The schedule of set payment for the second installment, we will write first the name of the partnership, which is is USB partnership, then schedule of receipt payment, then the second statement for August. Then to make payable, we will write name of the partner. So you is bill. Then you will write the current capital for you 13,500. Then for S 10,100. Then pay 45,400. Total amount of 127,000. Then after that, we will add loan. So based on the statement of financial partnership acquisition, partner you having a loan amount of 20,000. So we'll add the 20,000 of their current capital. So 13,100 plus 20,000 equal to 33,500. And S is remaining same, 68,100. Then partner may remain the same, 45,400. Then the 20,000, you will add the total current capital of every partner, 127,000 plus 20,000 equal to 147,000. Next, we were doing today's theoretical loss. So our theoretical losses are remaining non-cash asset or unsold non-cash. So after that, we will multiply the 155,000 using the profit and losses ratio of every partner. So for partner Q, 155 negative 155,000 times 50% equal to negative 62,500. Partner S, negative 155,000 times 30% equal to negative 37,500. For partner B, negative 155,000 times 20% equal to negative 55,000. So the total amount of every theoretical loss is negative 62,500 and negative 37,500, negative 1, negative 25,000. And the total is negative 125,000. Now, this is the theoretical loss of recurring capital. For part 0, 33,500 minus negative 62,500 equals to negative 29,000. For partner is 68,100 minus negative 27,100 equal to 30,600. And for partner B, 45,400 minus 25,000 equal to 20,100. And for the upper total minus the theoretical loss, 147,000 minus 125,000 equal to 50,000. But before that, we need to add the 30% and 20% to convert into fraction. So partner is 30% over 20% over 5. And for partner B, 20% over 50% or 2 over 5. So we will multiply for partner is 29,000 times 3 over 5 equal to 17,000, negative 17,400. And for partner B, 29,000 times 2 over 5 equal to negative 11,600. So the total of this amount, 17,500, negative 11,600 is 29,000. So this amount is will absorb the deficient partner by the remaining partner. So let's now proceed to get the balance. So negative 29 minus 29,000 equal to 0. For partner is 30,600 minus negative 17,400 equal to 13,200. And for partner B, 20,400 minus negative 11,600 equal to 8,100. This is schedule of receipt payment. We are actually identified whose partner received the cash, which is partner is 13,200 and partner B 8,800. So, since we are already identified whose partner received the cash, so we will now distribute the cash to the partner. So for partner is negative 13,200 and for partner B negative 8,800. So the total is 22,000. So the 22,000 will have into the cash. So the balance is 0 and non-cash remain the same. And for you loan remain the same. And you capital remain the same. and its capital 68,100 minus 13,100 equal to 54,900. And last, B capital 45,400 minus 3,800 equal to 36,600. To make a journal entry for our debit, we have is capital amount of 13,200 and another debit B capital amount of 8,800 and our credit cash amount of 52,000.
Already done in second installment, so let's proceed to third installment on September. The selling price is 50,000 and the book value is 105,000. First, as you can see in this, identify which is gain or loss. So, the 70,000 minus 125,000 equals, the result is negative 55,000. The negative 55,000 is being multiplied to each partner with the given profit and loss ratio. For year is 50%. So, negative 55,000 multiplied by 50% equals negative 57,100. And for age is 30%. So, negative 55,000 multiplied by 30% equals negative 16,700. And for B is 20%. So, negative 55,000 multiplied by 20% equals negative 11,000. So we have already done to get the loss of realization of each partner by using this either profit and loss ratio. So let's proceed to step 6. Step 6. Sell of non-cash asset distribution of loss on realization. For the selling price equal to the cash 20,000 and the book value is equal to the non-cash interest of 45,000. Here what capital is equal to negative 27,500. And for A capital, it is equal to negative 16,700. And for B capital, it is equal to negative 11,000. Balance. For cash is 20,000. And the net cash is 25,000 minus 25,000 equals 0. For euro, it is 27. So we bring down the 20,000. For U capital is 30,500 minus 27,500 equals negative 40,000. Why the result is negative? Because we copy the sign of the bigger number. For S capital is 51,900 minus 16,500 equals 38,100. And for B capital is 36,600 minus 11,000 equals 25,600. For our journal entry is 6. Debit cash 70,000, another debit is new capital 27,500, another debit is capital 16,500, and the last debit is B capital 11,000, and the credit is non-cash asset 125,000.
In step 6, we say that new capital has a negative balance of 14,000. To eliminate this negative balance of new capital, we need to apply the right of offset. So, we should exercise the right of offset by applying loan account with capital deficiency because he is solvent partners who are not capable of paying this capital deficiency. So, in new loan, we deduct partly a negative 14,000. And new capital, we add 14,000. For each capital, this remains the same, and to B capital, this remains the same, 25,600. For balance, in cash, bring down cash 70,000, and for new loan, we deduct 50,000 minus 40,000 is equal to 6,000. For new capital, we deduct 40,000 minus 40,000 is equal to 0. And for this capital, is remain the same 38,400. And for B capital, is remain the same is 25,600. And our journal entry, debit, new loan 40,000, and for payday, new capital 40,000.
Let's continue the last final cost payment. But first, we need to distribute the remaining balance to each partner. So, U loan, negative 6,000. S capital, negative 38,400. So, last total 25,600. So the formula is cash is 70,000 minus negative 70,000 is equal to 0. So the euro 6,000 negative 6,000 is equal to 0. So the net capital 30,400 minus negative 30,400 is equal to 0. So the B capital 25,600 minus negative 25,600 is equal to 0. For the journal entry, for the debt is due loan 6,000, S capital 38,400, B capital 25,600. So the next is credit cash 70,000.
So these are the summary of cash payment. So this summary identifies whose partners received cash during from first, second, and third installment. So during our first installment, the partners S and B received cash. For S, we received 32,000. For B, we received 3,000, and a total of 35,000. For second installment, S and B received cash. We also received cash. For S, 30,200. For B, 8,800, and a total of 22,000. So after the installment, we total each partners received cash. So for you, the total of this cash is 6,000. For S, 83,600. For B, 37,400. And a total of 137,000. So by this summary, we identify who is the smallest amount received and who is the biggest amount received.